Delhi. Officially, the National Capital Territory of Delhi is the capital territory of the Republic of India. Delhi is historically and culturally connected to both the Upper Doab of the Yamuna-Ganges river system and the Punjab region. It is bordered by Haryana on 3 sides and by Uttar Pradesh to the east. It is the most populous city in India, about 1,484 square kilometers. It has a population of about 25 million, making it the second most populous city after Mumbai and most populous urban agglomeration in India and 3rd largest urban area in the world. Such is the nature of urban expansion in Delhi that its growth has expanded beyond the NCT to incorporate towns in neighbouring states, and its largest extent can count a population of about 25 million residents as of 2014. After Mumbai, Delhi has the second highest number of billionaires and millionaires among all cities in India. Delhi has been continuously inhabited since the 6th century BCE. Through most of its history, Delhi has served as a capital of various kingdoms and empires. It has been captured, ransacked and rebuilt several times, particularly during the medieval period. Modern Delhi is a cluster of a number of cities spread across the metropolitan region. Delhi and its urban region have been given the special status of National Capital Region under the Constitution of India's 69th Amendment Act of 1991. The NCR includes the neighbouring cities of Faridabad, Gurgaon, Noida, Ghaziabad, Nepal, Greater Noida, Bahadurgarh, Sonipat, Panipat, Karnal, Rohtak, Bhiwani, Rewari, Bapat, Meerut, Muzaffarnagar, Alwar, Bharatpur and other nearby towns. A union territory, the political administration of the NCT of Delhi today more closely resembles that of a state of India, with its own legislature, High Court and an executive council of ministers headed by Chief Minister. New Delhi is jointly administered by the federal government of India and the local government of Delhi, and is the capital of the NCT of Delhi. Toponymy. There are a number of myths and legends associated with the origin of the name Delhi. One of them is derived from Dilu, a king who built a city at this location in 50 BC and named it after himself. Another legend holds that the name of the city is based on the Hindi Prakrit word Delhi, and that it was used by the Tomaras to refer to the city, because the iron pillar of Delhi had a weak foundation and had to be moved. The coins in circulation in the region under the Tomaras were called Dalil. According to the Bhavashu Purana, King Prithviraj of Indraprastha built a new fort in the modern-day Puranikila area for the convenience of all 4 castes in his kingdom. He ordered the construction of a gateway to the fort and later named the fort Dihali. Some historians believe that the name is derived from Dili, a corruption of the Hindustani words Delhi's and Dihali, both terms meaning threshold or gateway, and symbolic of the city as a gateway to the Gangetic plain. Another theory suggests that the city's original name was Dilika. The people of Delhi are referred to as Delhiites or Dilliwalas. The city is referenced in various idioms of the northern Indo-Aryan languages. Examples include Abhi Delhi Dohai, or its Persian version, Hanuz Delhi Daurast, literally meaning Delhi is still far away, which is generically said about a task or journey still far from completion. Dilli Dilwal and Kashera Dilli Dilwal and Gi, meaning Delhi belongs to the large-hearted, daring. Aas Pas Dilli Pani Tasha, literally meaning it pours all around, while Delhi lies parched. An allusion to the sometimes semi-arid climate of Delhi, it idiomatically refers to situations of deprivation when one is surrounded by plenty. History. The area around Delhi was probably inhabited before the 2nd millennium BC, and there is evidence of continuous inhabitation since at least the 6th century BC. The city is believed to be the site of Indraprastha, the legendary capital of the Pandavas in the Indian epic Mahabharata. According to Mahabharata, this land was initially a huge mass of forest called Kandavaprastha, which was burnt down to build the city of Indraprastha. The earliest architectural relics date back to the Maurya period. In 1966, an inscription of the Mauryan Emperor Ashoka was discovered near Srinivasapuri. Remains of 8 major cities have been discovered in Delhi. The first 5 cities were in the southern part of present-day Delhi. Gurjara Pratihara king Anangpal of the Tomara dynasty founded the city of Lalkot in AD 736. The Chauhans conquered Lalkot in 1180 and renamed it Kilometres. The king Prithviraj Chauhan was defeated in 1192 by Muhammad Ghori, a Tajik invader from Afghanistan, who made a concerted effort to conquer northern India. By 1200, native Hindu resistance had begun to crumble. The dominance of foreign Turkic Muslim dynasties in North India was to last for the next 5 centuries. The slave general of Ghori, Qutb din Aibak, was given the responsibility of governing the conquered territories of India. He began construction of the Qutb Minar and Quwwat al-Islam Mosque, the earliest extant mosque in India. Qutb din faced widespread Hindu rebellions, and it was his successor Iltutmish who consolidated the Turkic conquest of northern India. For the next 300 years, Delhi was ruled by a succession of Turkic and Afghan Lodi dynasty. They built several forts and townships that are part of the 7 cities of Delhi. Delhi was a major center of Sufism during this period. The Mamluk Sultanate was overthrown in 1290 by the Khilji dynasty. Under the second Khilji ruler, Alauddin Khilji, the Delhi Sultanate extended its control south of the Narmada River in the Deccan. The Delhi Sultanate reached its greatest extent during the reign of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. In an attempt to bring the whole of the Deccan under control, he moved his capital to Daulatabad, Maharashtra in central India. However, by moving away from Delhi he lost control of the north and was forced to return to Delhi to restore order. The southern provinces then broke away. In the years following the reign of Firoz Shah Tughlaq, the Delhi Sultanate rapidly began to lose its hold over its northern provinces. Delhi was captured and sacked by Timur-Lenk in 1398, who massacred 100,000 captives. Delhi's decline continued under the Sayyid dynasty, until the Sultanate was reduced to Delhi and its hinterland. Under the Afghan Lodi dynasty, the Delhi Sultanate recovered control of the Punjab and the Gangetic Plain to once again achieve domination over northern India. However, the recovery was short-lived and the Sultanate was destroyed in 1526 by Babur, founder of the Mughal dynasty. Babur was a descendant of Genghis Khan and Timur from the Fergana Valley in modern-day Uzbekistan. In 1526, he invaded India, defeated the last Lodi Sultan in the First Battle of Panipat and founded the Mughal Empire that ruled from Delhi and Agra. The Mughal dynasty ruled Delhi for more than 3 centuries, with a 16-year hiatus during the reigns of Sher Shah Suri and Hamu from 1540 to 1556. In 1553, the Hindu king, Hamu, acceded to the throne of Delhi by defeating forces of Mughal Emperor Humayun at Agra and Delhi. However, the Mughals re-established the rule after Akbar's army defeated Hamu during the Second Battle of Panipat in 1556. Shah Jahan built the seventh city of Delhi that bears his name, Shahjahanabad, which served as the capital of the Mughal Empire from 1638 and is today known as the Old City or Old Delhi. After the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, the Mughal Empire's influence declined rapidly as the Hindu Maratha Empire from Deccan Plateau rose to prominence. In 1737, Maratha forces sacked Delhi following the victory against the Mughals in the First Battle of Delhi. In 1739, the Mughal Empire lost the huge Battle of Karnal in less than 3 hours against the numerically outnumbered but militarily superior Persian army, led by Nader Shah of Persia. After his invasion, he completely sacked and looted Delhi, carrying away immense wealth including the Peacock Throne, the Dari-i-Noor, and Koh-i-Noor. The Mughals, severely further weakened, could never overcome this crushing defeat and humiliation, which also left the way open for more invaders to come, including eventually the British. Nader eventually agreed to leave the city in India after forcing the Mughal Emperor Muhammad Shah I to beg him for mercy and granting him the keys of the city and the royal treasury. A treaty signed in 1752 made Marathas the protectors of the Mughal throne in Delhi. In 1757, the Afghan ruler Ahmad Shah Durrani sacked Delhi. He returned to Afghanistan, leaving a Mughal puppet ruler in nominal control. The Marathas again occupied Delhi in 1758, and were in control until the defeat in 1761 at the Third Battle of Panipat, when the city was captured again by Ahmad Shah. However, in 1771, the Marathas established a protectorate over Delhi when the Maratha ruler Mahaji Shinde recaptured Delhi and the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II was installed as a puppet ruler in 1772. In 1783, Sikhs under Baghal Singh captured Delhi and Red Fort, but due to the treaty signed, Sikhs withdrew from Red Fort and agreed to restore Shah Alam as the emperor. In 1803, during the Second Anglo-Maratha War, the forces of British East India Company defeated the Maratha forces in the Battle of Delhi. During the Indian Rebellion of 1857, Delhi fell to the forces of East India Company after a bloody fight known as the Siege of Delhi. The city came under the direct control of the British government in 1858. It was made a district province of the Punjab. In 1911, it was announced that the capital of British-held territories in India was to be transferred from Calcutta to Delhi. The name New Delhi was given in 1927, and the new capital was inaugurated on the 13th of February 1931. New Delhi, also known as Lutyens Delhi, was officially declared as the capital of the Union of India after the country gained independence on 15 August 1947. During the partition of India, thousands of Hindu and Sikh refugees, mainly from West Punjab, fled to Delhi, while many Muslim residents of the city migrated to Pakistan. Migration to Delhi from the rest of India continues, contributing more to the rise of Delhi's population than the birth rate, which is declining. The Constitution Act 1991 declared the Union Territory of Delhi to be formally known as the National Capital Territory of Delhi. The Act gave Delhi its own legislative assembly along civil lines, though with limited powers. In December 2001, the Parliament of India building in New Delhi was attacked by armed militants, killing 6 security personnel. India suspected Pakistan-based militant groups were behind the attack, which caused a major diplomatic crisis between the two countries. There were further terrorist attacks in Delhi in October 2005 and September 2008, resulting in a total of 103 deaths. Ecology. Delhi is located at 28.61 degrees north, 77.23 degrees east, 28.61, 77.23, and lies in northern India. It borders the Indian states of Haryana on the northwest and south and Uttar Pradesh to the east. Two prominent features of the geography of Delhi are the Yamuna floodplains and the Delhi Ridge. The Yamuna River was the historical boundary between Punjab and its floodplains provide fertile alluvial soil suitable for agriculture but are prone to recurrent floods. The Yamuna, a sacred river in Hinduism, is the only major river flowing through Delhi. The Hindon River separates Ghaziabad from the eastern part of Delhi. The Delhi Ridge originates from the Aravalli Range in the south and encircles the west, northeast and northwest parts of the city. It reaches a height of 318 meters and is a dominant feature of the region. The National Capital Territory of Delhi covers an area of 1,484 square kilometers, of which 783 square kilometers is designated rural, and 700 square kilometers urban, therefore making it the largest city in terms of area in the country. It has a length of 51.9 kilometers and a width of 48.48 kilometers. Delhi is included in India's seismic zone IV, indicating its vulnerability to major earthquakes. Climate: Delhi features an atypical version of the humid subtropical climate. The warm season lasts from the 9th of April to the 8th of July with an average daily high temperature above 36 degrees Celsius. The hottest day of the year is the 22nd of May, with an average high of 38 degrees Celsius and low of 25 degrees Celsius. The cold season lasts from the 11th of December to the 11th of February with an average daily high temperature below 18 degrees Celsius. The coldest day of the year is the 4th of January, with an average low of 2 degrees Celsius and high of 15 degrees Celsius. In early March, the wind direction changes from northwesterly to southwesterly. From April to October the weather is hot. The monsoon arrives at the end of June, along with an increase in humidity. The brief, mild winter starts in late November, peaks in January, and heavy fog often occurs. Temperatures in Delhi usually range from 5 to 40 degrees Celsius, with the lowest and highest temperatures ever recorded being -2.2 and 48.4 degrees Celsius respectively. The annual mean temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Monthly mean temperatures range from 13 to 32 degrees Celsius. The highest temperature recorded in July was 45 degrees Celsius in 1931. The average annual rainfall is approximately 714 millimeters, most of which falls during the monsoon in July and August. The average date of the advent of monsoon winds in Delhi is the 29th of June. Air pollution: Delhi is the most polluted city in the world, and according to one estimate, air pollution causes the death of about 10,500 people in Delhi every year. During 2013-14, peak levels of fine particulate matter in Delhi increased by about 44%, primarily due to high vehicular and industrial emissions, construction work and crop burning in adjoining states. Delhi has the highest level of the airborne particulate matter, 2 PM.5, considered most harmful to health, with 153 micrograms. Rising air pollution level has significantly increased lung-related ailments among Delhi's children and women. The dense smog in Delhi during winter season results in major air and rail traffic disruptions every year. According to Indian meteorologists, the average maximum temperature in Delhi during winters has declined notably since 1998 due to rising air pollution. Environmentalists have criticized the Delhi government for not doing enough to curb air pollution and to inform people about air quality issues. Most of Delhi's residents are unaware of alarming levels of air pollution pollution in the city and the health risks associated with it. However, as of 2015, awareness, particularly among the foreign diplomatic community and high-income Indians, was noticeably increasing. Since the mid-1990s, Delhi has undertaken some measures to curb air pollution. Delhi has the third highest quantity of trees among Indian cities, and the Delhi Transport Corporation operates the world's largest fleet of environmentally friendly compressed natural gas buses. In 1996, the Centre for Science and Environment started a public interest litigation in the Supreme Court of India that ordered the conversion of Delhi's fleet of buses and taxis to run on compressed natural gas and banned the use of leaded petrol in 1998. In 2003, Delhi won the United States Department of Energy's first Clean Cities International Partner of the Year award for its bold efforts to curb air pollution and support alternative fuel initiatives. The Delhi Metro has also been credited for significantly reducing air pollutants in the city. However, according to several authors, most of these gains have been lost, especially due to stubble burning, a rise in the market share of diesel cars and a considerable decline in bus ridership. According to CSE and System of Air Quality Weather Forecasting and Research, burning of agricultural waste in nearby Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh regions results in severe intensification of smog over Delhi. The state government of Uttar Pradesh is considering imposing a ban on crop burning to reduce pollution in Delhi NCR, and an environmental panel has appealed to India's Supreme Court to impose a 30% cess on diesel cars. The Circles of Sustainability assessment of Delhi gives a marginally more favorable impression of the ecological sustainability of the city only because it is based on a more comprehensive series of measures than only air pollution. Part of the reason that the city remains assessed at basic sustainability is because of the low resource use and carbon emissions of its poorer neighborhoods. Civic administration. As of July 2007, the National Capital Territory of Delhi comprises 9 districts, 27 tehsils, 59 census towns, 300 villages, and 3 statutory towns. The Municipal Corporation of Delhi 1,397.3 square kilometres or 540 square miles. The New Delhi Municipal Council 42.7 square kilometres of 16 square miles, and the Delhi Cantonment Board 43 square kilometres or 17 square miles. On the 16th of July 2012, the Delhi government decided to increase the number of districts from 9 to 11. The Delhi metropolitan area lies within the National Capital Territory of Delhi, which has 5 local municipal corporations: North Delhi Municipal Corporation, South Delhi Municipal Corporation, East Delhi Municipal Corporation, NDMC and DCB. The former MCD was divided into 3 smaller municipal corporations: North Delhi, South Delhi and East Delhi. According to the 2011 census, MCD is among the largest municipal bodies in the world, providing civic services to about 11 million people. Delhi was ranked 5th out of 21 cities for best governance and administrative practices in India in 2014. It scored 3.6 on 10 compared to the national average of 3.3. Delhi houses the Supreme Court of India and the Regional Delhi High Court, along with the Small Causes Court for civil cases, the Magistrate Court, and the Sessions Court for criminal cases has jurisdiction over Delhi. The city is administratively divided into 11 police zones, which are subdivided into 95 local police stations. Government and politics. The National Capital Territory of Delhi has its own Legislative Assembly, Lieutenant Governor, Council of Ministers and Chief Minister. Members of the Legislative Assembly are directly elected from territorial constituencies in the NCT. The Legislative Assembly was abolished in 1956, after which direct federal control was implemented until it was re-established in 1993. The municipal cooperation of sex handles civic administration for the city as part of the Panchayati-Raj Act. The Government of India and the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi jointly administer New Delhi, where both bodies are located. The Parliament of India, the Rashtrapati Bhavan, Cabinet Secretariat and the Supreme Court of India are located in the municipal district of New Delhi. There are 70 assembly constituencies and 7 Lok Sabha constituencies in Delhi. The Indian National Congress formed all the governments in Delhi until the 1990s, when the Bharatiya Janata Party, led by Madanlal Khurana, came to power. In 1998, the Congress returned to power under the leadership of Sheila Dikshit, who was subsequently re-elected for 3 consecutive terms. But in 2013, the Congress was ousted from power by the newly formed Aam Aadmi Party led by Arvind Kejriwal, forming the government with outside support from the Congress. However, the government was short-lived, collapsing only after 49 days. Delhi was then under President's rule till February 2015. On February 10, 2015, the Aam Aadmi Party returned to power after a landslide victory, winning 67 out of the 70 seats in the Delhi Legislative Assembly. Economy. Delhi is the largest commercial centre in northern India. In financial year 2009-10, it had a gross state domestic product of 2,176 billion rupees. As of 2013, the per capita income of Delhi was Rs. 210,000, the second highest in India. The GSDP of Delhi at the current prices for 2012-13 is estimated at 3.66 trillion rupees against 3.11 trillion rupees in 2011-12. As per the Economic Survey of Delhi, the tertiary sector contributes 70.95% of Delhi's gross SDP, followed by secondary and primary sectors with 25.20% and 3.85% contributions, respectively. Delhi's workforce constitutes 32.82% of the population, and increased by 52.52% between 1991 and 2001. Delhi's unemployment rate decreased from 12.57% in 1999-2000 to 4.63% in 2003. In December 2004, 636,000 people were registered with various employment exchange programs in Delhi. In 2001, the total workforce in national and state governments and the quasi-government sector was 620,000, and the private sector employed 219,000. Key service industries are information technology, telecommunications, hotels, banking, media and tourism. Construction, power, health and community services and real estate are also important to the city's economy. Delhi has one of India's largest and fastest-growing retail industries. Manufacturing also grew considerably as consumer goods companies established manufacturing units and headquarters in the city. Delhi's large consumer market and the availability of skilled labor has also attracted foreign investment. In 2001, the manufacturing sector employed 1,440,000 workers and the city had 129,000 industrial units. Utility services. Delhi's municipal water supply is managed by the Delhi Jal Board. As of June 2005, it supplied 650 million gallons per day, whereas the estimated consumption requirement is 963 mgd. The shortfall is met by private and public tube wells and hand pumps. At 240 mgd, the Bakra storage is DJB's largest water source, followed by the Yamuna and Ganges rivers. Delhi's groundwater level is falling and its population density is increasing, so residents often encounter acute water shortage. In Delhi, daily domestic solid waste production is 8,000 tons, which is dumped at 3 landfill locations by MCD. The daily domestic wastewater production is 470 mgd and industrial wastewater is 70 mgd. A large portion of the sewage flows untreated into the Yamuna River. The city's electricity consumption is about 1,265 kilowatt-hours per capita, but the actual demand is higher. In Delhi, power distribution is managed by Tata Power Distribution and BSES Rajdhani since 2002. The Delhi Fire Service runs 43 fire stations that attend about 15,000 fire and rescue calls per year. The state-owned Mahangar Telephone Nigam Limited and private enterprises such as Vodafone, Airtel, Idea Cellular, Reliance Infocom, Aircel and Tata Docomo provide telephone and cell phone services to the city. Cellular coverage is available in GSM, CDMA, 3G and 4G.